Yes, yes, yes. It's the Raphael Dawkins of the Combat Radio. And where do we begin? Bong, 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 bong. Yes. Okay. Where do we begin? It's Raphael Dawkins of the Combat Radio, and you are in tune to Boxing Talk with Rafi on a Monday. A little bit later than usual. But you know, when I do a Sunday show, when it comes to Monday, I think, well, do the people really need a Monday show? James Jameson says, yes, yes, yes. And the Monique, she says, yes, Rafi. OMG. Okay, so I know I got a few people in here already, but this, my reader, my counter must be off because it's saying there's no one here, but it surely is. Oh, okay, it's jumped up now. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get Wild Soul to do a Barry White intro. What song should Wild Soul sing for the intro? Gonna have to record him. Okay, so we got a couple of things to chop up, couple of topics to chop up. And yeah, where do I begin? Okay, well, first things first, let me tell you, yes. Boxing Finesse up in the building. And that reminds me, I gotta hop over to hop over to Twitter very shortly to see what's going on over there. Actually, I know what's going on. Had a real nice post over there, but first things first, what's going on over here? Let's do the sound check. What the hell's that? That's not what I want. What did I click on? What the hell is going on? There it is. Boom. Very shortly. See what's going on over there, actually. Okay, that's good. So the sound check is good. Boom. All the stars are aligning. Just received the notification with only 2 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock. That's good. What's going on up here? What do we got? I want Ruiz versus... Yeah, that would be not an interesting one. Not an interesting one at all. Okay, so let me bring down the banner. You've seen the banner. Manuel Charr. What? That's not the first thing. That's one of the things. Okay, so the headline is Tyson Fury says, I am the greatest fighter ever. Heavyweight ever. Okay, we're going to get into that. So let's take the artwork down for a moment. Where is this? Oh, it's not that. It's up this. Here it is. Okay, there you go. So, am I ready for camera time? I'm camera ready. Yeah, I'm camera ready. Okay, but in between time. Okay, so where do we start? Yeah, so I'm driving happily along today, and you know, all the cars are in one lane. It's 2 lanes. All the cars are in the outside lane. The inside lane, nobody's in it because yesterday, the inside lane, it came to a close. And, you know, you had to filter into the outside lane. So everybody was in the outside lane expecting the filter. I was in the outside lane too. 2 lanes. And I saw the inside lane was clear. I could see ahead. So it was clear. So I thought, if I indicate left into the left-hand lane, what's going to happen is you're going to have the bozo in front of me. He's going to just swerve in front. I knew it, or I sensed it. So I thought, okay, I'm going to just drive up on him close enough and then indicate left and go left. So I did that. And what does What does the bozo do? As I'm in the lane, the left-hand lane, he decides to turn in on me. So I had to put the brakes on. And I thought to myself, it's at times like this, I wish I had a white van with bull bars at the front. You know what I mean? Say no more. The Rafi will not implicate himself. But it's just one of them things. It's just one of them things when you're out on the road. Okay. Tyson never stays in one lane. Damn. Rafi in the Bentley. Yeah, I should have took the transit today. But okay. So, how are we going to start this thing? We're going to start this thing with you can't see this, can you? Okay, let me rectify that. We're going to start this thing with a tweet. We're going to start this thing with a tweet, which I kind of modified. And you need to see this. Where are we? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, how does it look for you? How is it for you? Okay, not very large. Let's rescale that. Let's rescale this. Okay, should look a bit better. Should look a bit better still. Okay, let's have a look at how it looks for you. Yeah, that's visual. You can see that. So, tweet. Anybody not following me on Twitter? Go ahead and hit that Twitter link if you got Twitter, if you use Twitter. Fun fact, only racists call him racist. As we take a look at Anthony Joshua's team. What the hell's that? Get out of here. Okay, so as you see from Anthony Joshua's team, it is an assortment of colors. From the palest of white, from whiter shade of pale to the darkest night. And I reiterate, fun fact, only racists call him racist. If a picture paints 1,000 words, that's how we can leave that one. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so okay, so that's how we're starting this thing. And yeah, only racist call him racist. Okay, so let's boom, boom, boom. Let's get into it now. Or is there anything else? Is there anything else over there that we need to share? Let's just do a quick recce. Let's have a look what's going on. Likes. What have I liked? I don't think I've liked anything. I've been kind of busy today. What's this? Oh, JD Boxing says Usyk aims to become undisputed champion at heavyweight. Yeah, it's easy to say those things, but a tad bit more difficult to accomplish. Okay, what else we got? Rob, first song you think of when you see this scene? What's the first song you think of when you see this scene? I know what mine was. Write yours down in the comment section. Okay. A prime George Groves versus Billy Joe Saunders. Who wins? What did I say to that? Did I say anything? Did I leave a comment? Oh no. Didn't leave a comment. Boom. Okay, we've already seen that one. Good. Okay, so I haven't been on Twitter much today, just for a couple of seconds. Okay, we're coming out to that now. Let's stop sharing and get into Get into the first story over here. Okay, so where are we? Let's bring it up. Are we going to go with Tyson Fury? Are we going to go with Tyson Fury? Oh, no. Are we? No. I think we're going to go with Mahmoud. We're going to go with Manuel Charr, who inks a deal with EC Boxing. Manuel Charr says, I want Andy Ruiz and then Tyson Fury. Okay. Let's get into the story. Where's Manuel? Okay, let's share this. Let's bring it in closer. Boom. 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 Share my screen. There we go. Boom. Okay. How's that looking? Yeah, it looks good. Looks pretty decent. Okay, let's do this. So, WBA regular heavyweight champion Manuel Charr. Mahmoud. He's changed his name back to Mahmoud. You know, Manuel, or Mahmoud as he now calls himself, is reverted back to his original name. He was calling himself Manuel for the longest time. Now he's gone back to Mahmoud. So Manuel Charr has joined forces with EC Boxing in Hamburg. Charr is looking forward to defend his title and is targeting Andy Ruiz Jr. and then Tyson Fury. Okay, very, very ambitious. Very, very ambitious man like Manuel. Very, very very, very ambitious fella. Okay, where is it? Yeah, so Charr holds a regular version of the title. Which title are we talking about? The WBA. The WBA regular. So Charr holds a regular version of the title while Anthony Joshua is the super champion. Trevor Bryan is the interim champion. And Robert Helenius is the WBA's gold champion. How many champions does the WBA have? It's crazy. It's mad. It's nuts. Okay. I'm sure that Errol, with his close ties to the United States, is the right partner to have by my side, said Charr. I would like to box again against Andy Ruiz and then target Tyson Fury. Okay. Mahmoud has held his part in the title since, his part of the title since 2017, even though he did lose it after a positive dope test in 2018. That case was, however, appealed. Charr won the case, and he was reinstated as champion. He has, however, been inactive since beating Alexander Ustinov in November 2017. Mahmoud was and is always a part of the ECB family. We're currently restructuring our stable, aligning ourselves strategically. Following Victor Frost's commitment, we now have Mahmoud, a reigning heavyweight world champion. We're very well positioned, and I am convinced that he will soon have his big fights, says Errol Silan. What else is going to say? Hold on. My bad. Where are my manners? Let me put the link there in the chat. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my gosh. Did Manuel go through Depot? I think a man like Manuel just makes up his rules as he goes along. I don't know. Isn't Frezequendo's legal case ongoing? Well, not according to the article. Manuel Charr. No, he's solid. He's solid in there. He's the WBA. What is it? Regular? What do they call him? WBA regular? Yeah, I think it's WBA regular. What's going on here? There's been a lot of plans made for the title defense, though. And earlier this year, Don King's Productions won purse bids for Charr to defend his title against Trevor Bryan in May, which never came about due to the coronavirus epidemic. Charr versus Bryan was before that, also scheduled for November the 2nd, 2019 in Kinshasa. Where's that? Kinshasa? That's Zaire. But for some reason, the plans fell through. Before that, there was a fight against Frezo Quendo, lingering for a long time. The 36-year-old Charr turned pro with Sauerland event back in 2005, and joined Spotlight Boxing in 2008 and challenged Vitaly Klitschko for the WBC title in 2015, but was TKO'd in 4 rounds. A one-punch knockout loss to WBO cruiserweight king Marius Briedis in 2017 seemed to spell the end for Charr as a contender, but after beating Andre Mazinik and Sefa Safiri, he was back in the picture and won the WBA regular title by beating Alexander Ustinov. When and where Charr defends his portion of the belt or the title will be announced at a later date, but there will certainly not be a lack of challenges. No, there's not going to be any lack of challenges for Manuel Charr's portion of the WBA belt. He's a regular portion. Yeah. So that's the story of Manuel Charr. I'm dreaming big. Hasn't fought for what? How many years hasn't he fought for? He hasn't fought for a while. But yet he says he wants Andy Ruiz and then Tyson Fury. The man's dreaming big. You can't hold that against him. He's a big, big dreamer. Where are we at? Where are we at? Boom. Let's get that in there again. Okay. Dixon Cider. Dixon Cider. Okay. I don't know that brand. I'm not really a cider guy. But he asks, who do you think Fury will fight after the third Wilder fight? Well, yeah, we talked about this yesterday. If you haven't checked out yesterday's show, Boxing Talk with Rafi 140. This is Boxing Talk with Rafi 141. Yeah, go and check that one out. We did a lot of extensive talking about how we feel this thing is going to play out. And I think after Tyson, after Fury beats Wilder, because I think he's going to beat Wilder next time around. So after Fury beats Wilder in the trilogy fight, I think he's going to be forced by Dillian Whyte's legal case. I think the WBC are going to have to be forced. They're going to be forced to fix up. They're going to be forced to get it right. And I think against the odds, I think Tyson Fury fights Dillian Whyte in the first half of 2021. I think that's how it's going to go down. They're going to be forced to get it right. I think that's how it's going to go down. Another bomb. Yeah, I think he's going to be forced. What we got here? Yeah, Wizard Sleeve says he's going to be forced. He's going to be fighting another bomb, but no, I think he's going to be fighting Dillian Whyte first half of 2021. What's this? Nixon says, I hope Fury never fights Whyte. Why is that? James Jameson says it's got to be Whyte. James Jameson with the jokes, bringing the jokes today. He's a diamond boy after all. Damn. So, long reigning heavyweight champion who's popped dirty and been sparked by a cruiser. Yeah, he got sparked out. and then came back and fought who? Couple of low-ranking guys, including Sefer Safiri, and somehow managed to get himself in a fight for the WBA regular. Where are we? Yeah, the doping. When did he pop dirty? Popped dirty in 2018, but he contested the case and was reinstated. One-punch knockout loss to current WBO cruiserweight king Marius Bridis in 2017. Seemed to spell the end for Charr, but he came back by beating Andre Mazinik and Sefer Safiri. He was back in the picture and won the WBA regular title by beating Alexander Ustinov. Yeah. So that guy now wants Tyson Fury. Okay. First of all, Andy Ruiz and then Tyson Fury. Crazy. Totally crazy. What's going on here? Oh, Fury never fights White. Dixon. Why do you want to see the best fight the best? I think it would be funny. You think it would be funny? What would be funny? Fury not fighting White? Oh, you want... Oh, you mean you don't like White and you want to see him... You want to see him not get his opportunity. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Chart his way past it. Yeah. Was he ever on it though? To be past it, he would have been on it at one point. I don't know if he is ever really on it. So yeah, but past it for sure. But can Charr Mahmoud trouble Ruiz? Wouldn't mind seeing it. I don't see how Charr. I don't see what would be in it for Ruiz. Well, it's another little portion of a belt, another little portion of the WBA belt. Why not? Why not take the opportunity? White being phased out would be funny, would it? Does Charr actually exist? Yeah, it seems like a myth. I think James Jameson is addressing Dixon Sider and says, you want Otto. Otto wears well in two. Unfinished business. Damn. What's this here? Oh, we're talking about Dillian White. Ruben Guerrero don't like Dillian White, it seems. He's saying had multiple routes to the titles, but opted for PPV shows against non-PPV opponents. Now wants fans to side with him. He just wants what is due. He's been hopped over by multiple opponents. Breezel, Fury, and now he's at number one. Been there for like, what, coming up 1,000 days? Been there for like, what, 1,000 days? So I don't see how Dillian White is not due. Ruiz go a different route, yeah, with the WBA. Well, you could go both routes, maybe. I don't know. You got guys fought in different camps, maybe. Maybe you could do that. Do a different route. I think the WBC like Ruiz though. I think the WBC with what's his name, Mauricio Suleiman at the helm. He's definitely a fan. He definitely gives the impression of being a fan of Andreas the Punch Ruiz. And if he could get a shot, if he could line himself up in position, I'm sure Mauricio would be very willing to accommodate Ruiz. I'm sure Ruiz would be happy. Anybody not seeing the video, my video on what's the title of the piece? I think the title of the piece is, what is this? Let's go over into my channel, have a look. What's it called? Oh yeah, would the WBC rather Andy Ruiz over Tyson Fury as their champion? And I think there could be an argument for that. I think there could be an argument for that. Mauricio Suleiman, of course, the Mexican, naturally would have a soft spot for his Mexican American in Ruiz, for the Mexican American in Ruiz, and he's made it very clear. He's made it very clear that he would look on Ruiz favorably, and he's I think he's ranked number 5 in the WBC right now. So yeah. What's going on? Wallen is a bum, a punch bag. Lucky Fury did plant his feet. Now what's going on here? Wallen could have been the worst lineal heavyweight. OMG. Okay, so we finished with that one now. We finished with, let's stop sharing. We finished with Manuel Charr and his Fantasy Island picks. Okay, so let's go over into the next story. Are we going? Are we going with the big one? Yeah, might as well. We might as well. Everybody's here now, so let's do it. What's the title of the piece? It's Tyson Fury. I am the greatest. The greatest fighter, heavyweight, who ever lived. Let me edit that. Let me make it a bit tidier. Let's do this. Boom. The greatest heavyweight. Yeah, keep it kind of polite. Keep it polite in the chat, please, folks. Keep it polite. It's a little bit feisty in there today. A little bit feisty. Tyson Fury, I'm the greatest heavyweight. I'm the greatest heavyweight who's ever lived. Okay, so let's get into what's going on there. What's going on there? Okay, let's get into the article. Let's share this. Boom, boom. Is that it? I think that's it. Boom. Okay, so hold on. Am I sharing? Yeah. Okay, let's make that a tad. Let's make that a tad bigger, shall we? Boom. Okay, so let's resize this. Okay, we're looking good. Okay, so the self-proclaimed Gypsy King sat down and for a chat with IFL about who he thinks is at the pinnacle of the heavyweight division. Okay, so the current WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury stated that his list is in no particular order and rattled off 5 names. So this is a good one and probably a strange one because there are a few names on here that wouldn't be on others' lists. My all-time top 5, not including myself and in no specific order, is Muhammad Ali, Larry Holmes, Lennox Lewis, Joe Louis, and I'd probably put Rocky Marciano in there as well. So what's the names? Muhammad Ali, yep. Larry Holmes, what was he saying? The best ever? Okay, one of the best ever. Okay. Lennox Lewis. You have to give Larry Holmes because what? He came close to matching Marciano's record when he fought Leon Spinks. And they ruled that Larry Holmes had lost that one. So I think you would have got what, 440? That would have been his 41st win. Would it? I think something like that. But yeah, I saw that fight and I thought he was robbed. I thought they robbed him. That was the word. They robbed him. But anyway, Muhammad Ali, Larry Holmes, Lennox Lewis, absolutely. Joe Louis for sure. And I'd probably put Rocky Marciano in there as well. I don't know why. Because of his unbeaten record, or because of the quality of his wins or lack thereof. I don't know. But anyway, that's his list. Rocky Marciano, okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay, so he's got the greatest. Ali regarded as the best, as the greatest ever. and became an icon outside of the ring as well as between the ropes, while Larry Holmes was known for his lethal jab. Lennox Lewis is known as one of Britain's greatest ever fighters, with Joe Louis and Rocky Marciano being known for long world heavyweight title reigns. So that was Tyson Fury's breakdown. And then we carry on with more of the story in a second. Fury's head is massive. What do you mean? What do you mean? In size or meta? I speaking literally or metaphorically? Doesn't seem to have a overly massive. Doesn't seem to have an overly massive head. Where's the? Let's stop sharing that for a second and let's have a look at where's this thing. Yeah, his head. I was going to say it doesn't seem particularly large, but it does look large from that angle. But I don't think his head is extremely. I don't think it's extremely large. I think for his frame, it seems appropriate, unless you're talking about his mentality. The mentality, maybe. That's what you're saying. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so boom, let's get out of that. Let's get into the comment section. Let's see what people are saying before we go any further. What's this here? Okay, move that down a little bit. Where are we? Damn, Otto Wallin, not even #1 in Sweden. Fury's a joke with no class. Damn, that's strong words. Strong words. OMG. What did that say? Tyson Fury hasn't had one title defense. Damn. That's factual. That's actual and factual. So what's going on here? 100% agree. James says Tyson Fury is the best of all time. Well, he actually says that further on in the article. Best of all time. That's funny. That's highly amusing. I don't share your views on that one, my friend. Not at all. Ruiz getting another title shot at the WBC. They'll be waiting at least 3 years. WBC is under construction. The belt is very busy right now. Ruiz. I think they'd like to put. I think Suleiman would like Ruiz in the mix. I think he'd like Ruiz in the mix. If you can get him in the mix, I could easily see Ruiz getting a shot. Well, next year, 2021, is Dillian White should get a shot first half of 2021. Second half of 2021, we might see Undisputed. A second half. So 2022. Yeah, maybe latter part of 2022. Or even early part of 2022. Ruiz. Yeah, I could see them. I could see them squeezing Ruiz in there in 2022. Where are we now? 2 years. I could see them squeezing Ruiz there in around 2 years. For sure. All jokes aside, I think Tyson Fury is the best of his generations. Well, he's only fought two of the top guys. You know, in Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder. Some people say Deontay Wilder wasn't a top guy, but obviously you have to say regardless of what you consider his skill level to be, or regardless of whether you think he has a low skill level, you still have to give Wilder. Well, you have to acknowledge him as the WBC champ. He was WBC champ for 5 years. So you have to give him his credit. You have to give him his credit due for that. Who deserves the credit? Because he's matchmakers? Yeah, maybe he's matchmakers. But regardless, he's still holding on to that title for five years, 5 long years, denying other people. Denying other people. If your top 3 wins consist of Chisora, you're automatic. OMG. OMG. What's going on here? How did that jump like that? How the hell did that jump so far? Oh, there it is. Okay, so. You can't rate Fury with the likes of Dempsey, Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali, Foreman, and Larry Holmes. Complete and utter madness. I gotta agree with James Jameson there. Complete and utter madness. What's gonna happen when they get together? When they get together, hopefully they go toe to toe. Fury, Joshua versus Fury. Mr. Spook says AJ hurts Fury all day long. Well, you know, Fury's the strong betting favorite in that one, but I really want to see it. I really want to see it. I think it's going to be one. That's going to be a barn burner. Shame it probably won't happen in the UK. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But nonetheless, regardless, let us continue. I think sports does evolve and get better. If you take that in mind, Tyson Fury should be the best of all time. Utter garbaggio. Complete and utter garbaggio. No disrespect, mind you. I think what we've done with the fight, with when we do our Fight Fridays, or what they call it, Boxing Talk and Classic Fight Review on Fridays, hopefully we can get one in this week. When we do those, we see that the fighters of yesteryear somehow clearly seemed more skilled, not less skilled, more skilled. These guys nowadays arguably are less skilled. Why are they less skilled? Arguably because they're fighting less. They're training less. Less gritty. We found that. We've seen that. We've seen that from the fight reviews. The fighters of yesteryear weren't doing so much newfangled stuff. They were doing tried, tested, and approved drills. A. B. They were living in a time where people in general were fitter. C. They were fighting more. Simple as that. If you want to get good at something, what do? You do it regularly. And the guys of yesteryear, they were fighting more. They were in the ring more often. They were fighting more often, more rounds, whatever. They were getting more rounds in. Whilst that might not necessarily be good for the brain, it's certainly good for skill sharpening, skill acquisition, and skill polishing. So I don't buy into the sporting thing evolving. Would a Formula One racing car driver of today be as good as a Formula car racing driver of, say, 30 years ago? I say not necessarily. I say probably the opposite is true, because the Formula One racing car driver of 30 years ago, he had less technology at his disposal. So who's to say that the racing car driver of 30 years ago isn't equal, if not better, than his counterparts of today? You know what I'm saying? It's an interesting equation. So I wouldn't say, I'll take back utter garbaggio, James. I would merely say I disagree. James Jameson says Jack Dempsey made boxing massive. The most famous sportsman of his day. They built 100,000 seat stadium just for him. Massive, massive indeed. What's going on here? Fury's the greatest feather-fisted ballroom dancing duckaroo. Oh my gosh. Joe Louis, knock you out smooth. Probably one of the greatest ever. Yeah, I have to agree. He's definitely up there. He's definitely up there. Joe Louis knocks Tyson Fury out smooth like, real smooth like. What? On what picture? On what picture? On what picture? On what picture? Oh, you mean? Oh, I think I know what you mean. You mean this picture? Let's drop all the branding. Boom. In that picture. Where is Joe Louis? Yeah, there he is. There he is right there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Let's take that down. Tyson Fury, I am the greatest ever. Utter, complete, and utter madness. Complete and utter madness. Ali was bigger than boxing. Absolutely. All the old boxers would be too short to compete now. Too short to compete now. 6'2" Andy Ruiz. May I remind you, James, that 6'2" Andy Ruiz, only 6 months ago, was the heavyweight champion of the world. 6'2". You're talking about guys back then. It was 6'2", 6'3". Yeah, in those regions, in that region, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". So if you just had a 6'2" guy, big, heavy 6'2" guy, fat 6'2" guy, win the heavyweight championship of the world, and you can't tell me that 6'2", 6'3" guys of the past couldn't win it now. And are you transporting Tyson Fury back to their time, or are you transporting them forward to our time? Have you got Tyson Fury eating the food they were eating back then, or have you got them eating the food that we're eating right now? In fact, I don't know. I don't think that would be an advantage, actually. I'm not sure that would be an advantage. Maybe more calories in childhood. Maybe that can give you an inch or two. Maybe. Okay, where are we? Fury hasn't even had that many fights. Let's put this into perspective. Tyson Fury got dropped twice by Deontay Wilder in the first fight. And we're talking about Deontay Wilder, who, skill-wise, nobody will ever argue that Deontay Wilder is a particularly skillful guy. I think George Foreman would walk Tyson Fury down and knock him into the atmosphere. Okay, so yeah, he hasn't even had that many fights to consider the best ever. No way, no how. Georgie Porgy up in the building. Yeah, that's right. Even Dempsey smashed the giant Willard. Absolutely. Wilder is not the top guy, consistently protected, constantly. Fury needs to calm the Facebook down. For real. Wilder was the definition of a paper champ. Damn, says James Jameson. Wilder gets no credit. The twerking from last night. Damn. The twerker belt. The twerking. The king of the twerk. The king of the twerk. Until Fury fights AJ, we can't call him the best of this generation. No way. I would say he needs to fight Dillian White too. The guy Deontay Wilder ran from For what? The better part of 2 years? How long has he been running? 2 years or more? Less fights, less rounds. What's the classic fight? What the classic fight on Friday? I don't know yet. Where are we? We're Tuesday. We're Monday. We're way ahead of the game. Way ahead of the game. Oh, by the way, might as well let it be known now. Spencer, the Knowledge, for those who don't know, Spencer, the Knowledge Fury will be here on Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio this Thursday. So, special announcement, Spencer, the Knowledge Fury will be here at Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio for an interview with me, myself, and I this Thursday. Okay. So let that be known. I'll put up the flyer after this, or maybe tomorrow. I'll tweet that out. So if anybody's nice enough to retweet that, that'll be good. Let's get the word out there. The Knowledge is over here at the Combat Radio. So that's going to be a good one. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. Okay, let's continue. James says all the old boxers were juicing. That is utterly ridiculous. Who the hell is this James? Is this the James who comes on here sometimes? Damn, that's utterly ridiculous. I need to see your workings on that calculations, my friend. I definitely need to see your workings. We know that Tyson Fury juiced, on the other hand, James. We know that your boy Tyson Fury is no stranger to the juice bar. We know that. We know that. Yeah. Where the hell were they getting the juice from back then? I don't know about that. Those guys didn't look anything like juicy. Not to say you can tell by appearance. As Tour de France riders have been known to partake in certain concoctions. What else we got? Not that pick, the other one. Who are we talking about? Who's in the pick? Who's in the pick that you're talking about? Oh, okay. Oh, Ruiz. Okay. What's going on here? So you have to look at it is that sports has a way of evolving, and the way to win changes. When taking this into consideration, all sports get better because new ways of winning are made to beat the old. I don't know about that. I have to see the stats. On that one. Definitely have to see the stats. The two champs at the moment, best win is still a 40-year-old Vladimir Klitschko. Intangible comes with a good one. Harry Wills, multiple time colored, as they called men of color that time, colored heavyweight. Well, I'm sure they call him some other things too, but anyway, heavyweight champion in the 10s and 20s, was 6'4". Damn, that ain't small. That ain't small at all. Muhammad Ali was 6'4". 6'4" or 6'3". Jack Johnson 6'4". Yeah, he looks 4. George Foreman 6'4". Yeah. Exactly. Some great points. Fury only has 2 wins over top 10 rated opponents. Damn. Fury's resume is absolute garbaggio. Says on intangibles compared to the top 10 of all times. He's not even in the discussion. Fury's record is not even in the discussion when it comes to the best. It just isn't. Very, very sorry. Some good points here. Joe Louis beat Abe Simon and Buddy Bear, 6'5" contenders. Yeah, long guys. Height advantage is overrated if you are tall, but someone fights small and gets under your shots, you will lose. Vice versa. All the guys listed are wearing them jeans high, not low. Yep, we got the knowledge. Up in here. What's going on here? Fury don't need to fight Dillian to be the best if he wants to be considered the best. If Fury wants to be the best, he's not going to be considered the best. If he wants to be considered one of the best, then he's definitely. I think he needs Dillian Whyte on his resume. It doesn't need him, doesn't have to have him, but it will be advantageous. We're talking about legacy. If he's looking to create a legacy, I would say that Tyson Fury right about now would be good for him to have Dillian Whyte on that list. Obviously, he's going to try to win. Dillian Whyte's going to have a different approach, but we'll see. We'll see how that works out. James Jameson reckons Rafi loves wild boar. I don't know how he came to that conclusion. Uncastrated. OMG. Okay, so let us move on. We've pretty much done that one. Is there anything left? Anything left in that? Is there anything left in that article that I didn't get? I think there may be. Let me just scroll down a little bit, just a little bit. Lennox Lewis would make absolute mincemeat of Tyson Fury, break him down and knock him out. We're talking about a knockout, folks. And that ain't that long ago. When did Lennox retire? What, 15 years ago? Something like that? Around 15 years ago. Yeah. While Fury refused to put himself in the GOAT debate, he has recently claimed no heavyweight in the last 1,000 years could stand up to him. I think Lennox Lewis knocks you out, bro. I think a lot of the guys you mentioned knock you out, knock you silly, knock you into a third dimension, my friend. Sorry to say, meow mucker. You're knocked into, looking like his dad there. You can see his dad there, can't you? You can see his dad there in the face. You can see his dad. There isn't a heavyweight from any era in the last 1,000 years that could have tackled me or beat me. Never mind Mike Tyson from the 80s, Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, Lennox Lewis, George Foreman. George Foreman puts you to sleep. Lennox Lewis, different dimension. I even fancy Joe Louis to take care of you. Muhammad Ali beats you. Does he knock you out? I don't know. Does he befuddle you and knock you out? Does Muhammad Ali befuddle you and knock you out? Ken Norton, I don't know. I don't know about Ken, but he's still digging into your body. Rocky Marciano, I don't know. Maybe he digs into your body. Floyd Patterson, yeah, I'll give you a chance against Floyd Patterson. Gene Tunney, Jem Mace, John L. Sullivan. All likely to. You're not. I don't see Tyson Fury in that league. I really don't. He hasn't done anything to prove that. He messed about with. He befuddled Vladimir Klitschko. But Vladimir Klitschko was kind of very, very linear, not linear, very linear in his approach, very straight line type of guy. But a lot of these guys with the tricks of the trade, the fiddliness, nah. I think they take care of you, Tyson. I think they take care of Tyson. Going right back to the beginning, not one of them could have beaten the Gypsy King. I'm too big. I'm too good. I've got too many stars for them. I'm an adapter, and they couldn't beat me anyway. Damn. I'm the greatest fighter that has ever lived. Never mind heavyweight. The greatest fighter that's ever lived. How's about that for a bit of modesty? And what do I say about that? What do I say to that? Tyson Fury, you've lost your goddamn mind. Pure and simple. Pure and simple. Okay, so we're out to that now. Get that out of there. And what else is going on? Sonny Liston knocks him out. Lennox Lewis, most complete heavyweight, arguably of all time. I've got him as one of the best ever. Too many ways to beat Fury. You batter him. Leave him like battered onion rings. You'd leave him on the canvas looking like battered onion rings. That's my hypothesis. That's how I see that going down. Okay, let us what's next? Let's have a look at the banner, see what's going down. Which one do I select? Which one do we want here? Okay, let's go for this one. Let's go for that one. Yeah, let's go for that one. Actually, no. I want to go for this one. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so let's go with Persoon is willing to replace Serrano to fight Katie Taylor in August. Damn, I don't know if Katie Taylor is overwhelmed. I don't know if Katie Taylor is overjoyed to hear that. I'm not sure. But let's bring this one up and let's talk about it. Where are we? There it is. Boom. Dame. Okay, so as a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat, let's open that image in a new tab. I'm going to stop sharing and start sharing the new one. Boom. Okay, let's resize that. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so let's get into the article. Okay, so yeah, Persoon. Okay, so Persoon is willing to replace Serrano and fight Katie Taylor in August. The contest was targeted for August the 15th as part of Eddie Hearn's series of events to take place in his backyard at the Matchroom HQ in the UK. Serrano and her handlers were not willing to take a cut in pay to go overseas and face Taylor in her promoter's backyard as the co-feature to the Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin heavyweight fight. Okay, so August the 15th, where are we now? June, July, August, 2 months away. 2 months away, seven and a half weeks away. Okay, so where are we? So, yeah, back in June the 1st at Madison Square, 2019 at Madison Square Garden in New York City, Persoon lost what many felt was a controversial split decision to Katie Taylor. Their bout was the co-featured on the Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz card. Okay, while Persoon is ready to go, her manager doubts they will ever get a second crack at Taylor. Delphine is willing to take on Taylor on August the 15th, declared her manager and trainer, Philippe Tempierre. So far, I haven't heard from Eddie Hearn, and I don't doubt we will ever get a rematch. Persoon was planning to fight in the Olympic Games in Tokyo, but she was beaten in the qualifying tournament in London by lightweight Peter Nicoletta. Is that well known? Is that well known? Because the last I heard about Pursoon was that she was going to be fighting in the Olympics. That's the last thing I heard about her. It's the first that I've heard that she was beaten in the qualifying tournament. Damn. Who is this Peter Nicoletta? Who is this Peter Nicoletta who beat Delphine Pursoon? When she returned to who the hell's written this? When she returned to Belgium, Pursoon became ill and may have contracted the coronavirus at the tournament. Damn. While the test for COVID-19 came back negative, according to her doctor, she had all the symptoms associated with the virus. She was ill for some time, but thankfully she is now fully recovered and is back running and doing other exercises. Due to the restrictions, she cannot do any sparring at the moment. Our plan is to go to the final Olympic qualifying tournament in Paris. However, we can change our plans if we get the fight against Katie Taylor. Delphine is available and wants to fight her in August. Delphine won that fight. If you look at the tape, the final round ended 10 seconds short when Delphine was totally on top. What? This is the first time I heard this. This is madness. They alleging. Delphine Pursoon's manager is alleging that the final round ended 10 seconds short when Delphine was totally on top. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Madness, I tell you. Okay, so that is Delphine Pursoon making it known that she's available. Making it known that she's available to fight Katie Taylor in August 15 in Eddie Hearn's back garden. That's crazy. I don't think they'll be getting a call anytime soon. I doubt it very much. Okay, let's see what people had to say up here in the chat. Let's have a look. Let's have a little looky. Boom, boom, boom. Where are we? Die hard casuals up in the building. How do you do? I don't think I've ever seen you around these neck of the woods before. Should women be boxing? Should women be boxing? Well, that's a big one, isn't it? Should women be boxing? Should they be in there? Probably not. Probably not. But if you look at the damage the boxing does to the brain, you look at the damage that boxing does to the brain, you know, you could argue that nobody should be boxing, but certainly, I think that what size are the gloves? What size gloves do girls wear? Medium. Medium to small. Yeah, it's certainly women boxing is certainly a new thing, relatively new thing, although I suppose somebody's going to pull up some old clip of women boxing back 100 years ago or something of that nature. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, there we go. There we have it. Not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you have smashed the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already. Be sure to go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you're on Twitter. And yeah, definitely look out for the live shows, of which this is one, just a quick one today. Just a quick one today. We had a long one yesterday, and I think that we do one the day before. I don't know. We didn't do one Saturday. We did one Thursday, Friday. It's been a hectic schedule. So just bringing you the news with a quick one. smash that like button. And look out, of course, we have Rick Glazer in the house on Wednesday. And we got Spencer, the Knowledge Fear on Thursday. And then we have, I think we're going to do another boxing talk and classic fight review on Friday. And of course, I'll be dropping videos throughout the week. Came too late, my bad. No worries at all. No worries at all. Good show. Absolutely. Like to get that content out there. You know, it doesn't have to be a long one. Done enough shows over the last 7 days. So we just thought I'd get this one in here. People are accustomed to a boxing talk on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, you know, got to keep up the tradition. Got to keep people fed. So like I said, Rick Glazer on Wednesday, 9 p.m. UK time. Spencer, the Knowledge Fearon on Thursday. Be sure to tune in for that. Very knowledgeable guy. And yeah, boxing talk and classic fight review, 9 p.m. on Friday. Maybe a bit later. Look for around 9:30. Yeah, maybe around 9:30. In between 9 and 9:30. And look out for your thoughts about Twitter vote. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. Have a poll. Brilliant idea. Yeah, I'll probably do that. During the week. Tomorrow. Yeah. So it's Boxing Talk with Rafi. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And the only thing left for me to say is let's get this in there. Let's get it in. There we are. Blessed.